Unfortunately, I think our culture very much perpetuates a victim mentality, people wanting to point the blame for their perceived woes at someone else or something outside of themselves. The thing is, for you to integrate all of the lessons of all that is, you have to have experiences that enable you to do that. So that includes lessons with happiness and sadness, light and dark. Sometimes people choose particularly difficult lives, perhaps to get through a lot of integration at once. It still doesn't make them a victim. However, I also believe that we do have free will, so our lives don't always stick to the original plan. For example, you may have had an agreement with another soul that they would help you through a difficult financial time by allowing you to live in their home for a time. But because we all have free will, it may be that their life is a little bit more difficult at this time than they had expected. For example, when you come to the point in your life that you need the help, you're not well financially and you need to stay with them for a while, you need somewhere to live, they may be in a much more difficult marital situation, for example, where they don't have the headspace or just the ability to have you live with them. Okay, so what does that mean for both of you? Well, for them, it means because they wanted to experience helping someone when it was inconvenient for them, but they've reneged on it, they will have to go through that at a different time, either in this life or a different life, and maybe with you or with someone else. You know, it's not clear, but they will still need to go through that lesson at some time. For you, okay, you're going to have a different experience. It might be harder. You might not be able to find another friend to step in and let you live with them. You might have to just couch surf for a while. There might be all kinds of scenarios for you. But whatever happens to you, it's still fine, even though it wasn't exactly the original lesson that you had hoped to learn or experience you'd hoped to have necessarily. It's still an experience. So you're still getting the benefit the benefit of that for your soul as a whole. So this is what is meant when people say that no matter what is happening, it's okay, perfect even. No matter how terrible it seems to us as humans, we've made a lot of judgments on things that perhaps we wouldn't make if we saw the bigger picture. So as I said, the point of all life on earth is, or the point of our lives on earth is to experience and integrate all that is. And even though it seems like a long time as we're going through it, it really is just the blink of an eye compared to eternity.